I'm back, and I'm back today with one of my reduced to clear hauls, a 500ml bottle of a Nescafe Espresso Concentrate Rich Arabica blend. Apparently you can get 10 portions out of this, but I had a sip of it yesterday and it's probably more like 15 portions because that is some strong espresso in there. And as I promised you, the Rokeby coffee, I was going to add in an espresso shot because why not? But you know what's better than that? An espresso syrup shot. So we're going to do that together. And while I get that ready, I stumbled across this page on the other website or the other social media site, and it's things to ask your love over your lifetime, to deepen your experience with one another and to deepen your knowledge and understanding of one another. And it's been really great. It's been really great sharing and asking her questions and her sharing her response and her insight into herself and also about me, because sometimes the questions are about you. I haven't asked my wife the one that I read this morning because it was just really, it triggered a lot of deep thought. It triggered a lot of trauma of my own, but it also triggered the coping mechanisms of the child, because the question was, what would you say to your 10-year-old wife if you could go back in time and say anything to her? And I thought, geez, as a 10-year-old child, the amount they were supposed to cope with, I just thought, my gosh, what would I say to a 10-year-old? At 51, I can't even handle going back and thinking of my own thoughts and my own trauma, my own childhood, all of the goods, all of the terribles, all of the in-betweens, all of the fears, the anxiety. I'm thinking, geez, in my 50s, I can't even handle that. So what would I say to a 10-year-old wife, or even to a 10-year-old Catherine? What would I say? And that's what brought me here today. Woo! That is hectic, the Arabica, that nice little nutty and plum flavour. I put in 2 caps, which let's assume that's about 15 mils each, so 30 mils. They say 50. Shake, 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 shake. It's a good protein. It's a good milk because it's got 30 grams of protein. And I love their milks. Rokeby, you do a great job. Anywho. Chin chin. Without going over it, without regurgitating the 2 reallys or the tahi, that is the tahi. What would I say to a 10-year-old wife? Whew, you're brave, you're courageous, and you will come to the end of this. But when someone puts out their hand, take their help when you're a grown-up, because healing is a real thing, and healing is nothing but becoming the better version and the best version of yourself that you weren't able to be when you were 10 years old. Because man, do I have an applause and do I have all the afi and love for a 10-year-old who, even today, the amount they have to cope with, the amount they have to see and experience. So I would cover them in love and just say, it gets better. Seek healing and helping. Reduce to clear. More than just the frayed parts, and heal the 10-year-old by healing the trauma.